Good morning, Wargamers. I am out and about this morning. Thought I would shoot another vlog. I'm actually shooting this one before I even have the other one posted. I believe that one is number 17. This is 18. So no new questions between the last one and this one. Not that I could read them while I'm driving anyway. But I just thought I would shoot another one while I'm off to work this morning. So mostly I wanted to share a really bizarre thing that happened to me yesterday on the way home. And I can't really do a whole lot of reenacting while I'm driving here, but this is where it happened. Not this specific location, I'm driving all over the place right now. But, so I'm at a stoplight, I'm getting ready to turn left, and somebody pulls up next to me, and they're also stopped at the light, they're going straight. Someone in their back seat is waving something at me, and I can't quite tell what it is or what they're motioning at, so I kind of give them the hesitant thumbs up, saying, you know, that's nice, whatever it is you have there, it looks shiny. And so he makes this, you know, the universal like roll down your window motion. So I roll down my window, and he sticks out his hand from the window with a trophy, a small one-tier trophy, and says, "Take it, this is for you." And I sort of start to lean to grab it. He's like, "It's for your mustache." That was so weird, but it made the rest of my day. Just that somebody else was just that strange and out there and decided to, at a traffic stop, hand me a random trophy. And it wasn't like they had like a batch of mustache trophies that they were just wandering around giving out to people they saw that had good mustaches. You know, we're not that weird in North Carolina. But I guess they just had a random trophy, and they were so impressed that they just decided to fork it over. It was for a women's basketball league at a church. It was really weird. I'll see if I can dig up a picture of it for you. It won't be in this one, but maybe in the next one I'll revisit this really strange tale and show you the trophy while I'm at my house. Back to wargaming stuff that doesn't involve my mustache. I've been working feverishly on some new technique videos, specifically about washes. And I got in a batch of new products yesterday that I was hoping to use in this tutorial, because I had never used enamel washes before. And they do not disappoint. It's from a company called AK Interactive, and they were just fantastic. I got, actually, instead of just washes, I got an entire weathering kit, which had it only had one wash in it, but I bought some other washes to go with it that seemed thematically related. It was the kit was, I believe, an engine and metal weathering kit, but it had sort of an engine grime and a fresh oil effect thing, and then some rust pigment powder, which I'm honestly in no shortage of, but it came with the rest of it, so that was okay. And then a dark steel or dark metal pigment powder. That stuff was really great. I haven't ever really worked with metallic pigment powders before, but this was the real deal. This was really good stuff. It gave a nice subdued silver, unlike using Necron metal to dry brush on something where you've got really bright highlights wherever the Necron compound goes. This stuff really kept it dark but metallic. It was almost like a black metallic. It was really nice, not something that you normally see. And you can polish it out a little bit. The pigment powders, you're able to really buff the surface and give it more of a sheen in places. In the places you don't buff, it's more matte. The grime and the fresh oil I haven't had a chance to really use yet, but they look interesting. The grime is kind of a gray color, and the oil is a shiny blackish green. I assume just trying to mimic oil. And then the two washes were a track wash and a light rust, and the track wash is a heavy dark rust, and I was using some of that on a Rhino to demonstrate its uses in this tutorial, and it's been really interesting. I guess the big thing about enamels is that you can continue to move them around even when they're set, just with a little bit of mineral spirits or white spirits if you're outside of the US. I don't know if anybody else uses the term mineral spirits, but as I understand it, people in the UK, possibly Canada, might call it white spirits. But it's just a paint thinner. Let me readjust the camera here. There we go. That's better. But yeah, that's been fun. And then I've just been busting out a whole bunch of tutorials using washes. I even did an entire miniature just painting the wash. I think I showed you guys that in the last vlog. So that's I've been rather almost manically productive over the last couple of days, and hopefully that'll be coming out this week, or at least I'll have it done this week. I don't know when it'll get posted. So things are about to get really bright here for a couple minutes. So I also wanted to talk to you guys some more about my Dark Eldar army that I'm putting together for some potential battle reports. I know I've seen at least a handful of comments here and there for more Eldar and Dark Eldar content because it's not really particularly well represented. It seems that the painters here at Mini Wargaming are relegated to the Eldar side of the house. Chris plays regular Eldar, and I play Dark Eldar. In fact, I think I mentioned before that it is my oldest standing army, and in fact, the first models I ever got were Dark Eldar, and I planned to make a Dark Eldar army, and I found out that at the time, their entire line had essentially been discontinued. But obviously that changed, and they got a new codex and lots of new models, and they are a perfectly fun and viable army. In fact, I recall them being dubbed fairly cheesy when they first came out. They had lots of fun tricks and cool war gear and upgrades and things. You pay for it, but they've got some really nice and fluffy war gear. After a few games recently, just doing some practice games with them, since it's been years since I've actually played them, I've realized with the new edition I really need to go ahead and get some flyers just to deal with flying threats, because I think that's really the only thing they have that will do Skyfire, unless I'm just horribly missing something here. If you guys know of some other way to deal with flyers in Dark Eldar, let me know. But I think I'm gonna have to get some of the jet fighters. That'll be a fun and easy build, I think. They don't look too terribly complicated to put together. I think they're like the Necron flyer, where it's essentially two pieces to a clamshell and then a couple of details that get stuck on. And as far as configuration on those go, if I did get some jet fighters, what would you guys suggest as far as the configuration? Should I stick with the Dark Lances, upgrade to Disintegrators, upgrade from the twin-linked Splinter rifles to the cannons? I think the cannons are probably a good idea, just because more shots at Poison 4 is always a good thing, especially when dealing with some really tough creatures. Nidzilla, there's some of that in my local meta. But yeah, also Nurgle, things like that. So anyway, distracted here by the driving, which is good because I should be paying attention to my driving. Anyway, I will let you guys go. I'm getting close to work now, so I'm gonna call it for now, and I will catch you in the next video. And until then, happy wargaming.